And then also for the additional cases, but both Jerry and Robbie were trying to. Here's Robbie. Oh, they're trying. Sure. He's connecting. Okay. So we got everybody.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. I call to order the Sex Offender Risk Review Board meeting for January 18th, 2024. The meeting is available on YouTube for our guests. I'm going to ask for a roll call.
Okay, Mindy Ackerman.
Here.
Jordan Moore.
Here.
Mandy Ballinger. Ezell Brown.
Here.
Jerry Bruce.
Here.
James Chapin.
Here.
James Chapin.
Here.
Matthew Connolly had let me know that he could not attend. Robbie Frederick.
Here.
Katie Grobber.
Here.
Jim Morton.
Here.
Frank Mullis.
Here.
Bert Reeves let me know that he could not attend, and Lori Rozier.
Here.
Thank you.
I'm going to read our mission statement. Our purpose and mission is protecting Georgia's children and communities at large by identifying convicted sexual offenders that present a great risk of sexually reoffending. It is the board's responsibility to determine the likelihood that a sexual offender will engage in another crime against a victim who is a minor or a sexually dangerous offense. Assessments will be used by SOAR to determine the risk level of the offender. Offenders will be classified as level 1, level 2, or a sexually dangerous offender, or a sexually dangerous predator. We're going to now read the minutes. We will have a call with the minutes. Minutes here. Approval of the minutes. That's what we're doing.
I move that we adopt the minutes as presented this morning.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? The approval and adoption of the minutes. All right, we are ready now to have reports and officers stand committees that are inactive. So we'll move on to any unfinished business. Anything? Any unfinished business, anyone? Any new business? Okay, we'll move on now to the executive director.
So just wanted to reiterate, I know you all know, but the 2024 board retreat will be at Blue Ridge. It'll be April 10th through the 12th. I will be emailing everyone information as we get closer as to location and topics. I did confirm that we have Elizabeth Bigham to present on, she's with GBI and had been with ICAC. So she'll be presenting on child sexual abuse material offenders as well as solicitation offenders. Then also confirmed with Christy from the federal sector. So she'll be presenting on some questions that we had about the feds. So for both of them, if you have specific questions that you'd like them to prepare for, if you could please email me as soon as you can, so I can provide that to them. I think that'd be really helpful for them to, especially what you guys really wanna know, I think would be really helpful. I give them some basics right now. I know Elizabeth and I worked a lot together. Well, she's answered a lot of my, when I say work together, meaning I've asked her a lot of questions and asked for her assistance in certain things, and understanding, and she's been great. And she's really providing me with a lot of knowledge that I didn't have. So I've given both of them a little bit of things that I know that you guys are interested in knowing, but anything that you might have would be great. So, everybody has either confirmed or said they cannot come to the retreat. We have 2 people who cannot attend the retreat. And I know, Laura, you have to give me verification as to whether there's going to be a conflict or not for you. So probably this, I'll send you the exact deadline on what I need to know before I submit that information to the Blue Ridge location. Also, the governor's recommendation recently came out after the state of the state, and he's currently recommending that we receive funds for 2 additional clinical evaluators, which is wonderful. However, I will get a chance to speak to subcommittee for preparations, and the goal obviously is to get even more than that. So anything we can get would be wonderful, but the fact that he's even recommending 2 is great news, that at least we have that piece, because 2 is better than nothing. So very hopeful that we'll at least get that, if not more. And then on the 26th of this month, Marcus and I will be at GACTL. Although we're not presenting, we will have a table so that any of the defense attorneys can ask us any questions that they may have, or have us search any offenders that might be in our system already and what they might need to do with their cases. So I was able to present last year to them, which was wonderful, really enjoyed that. And so I look forward to being able to meet with them again this year and have conversations with them. And then oh, yes, okay, sorry. Frank was reminding me to let y'all know, so Michael Vanderberg, who had been our chief investigator, has accepted a position elsewhere. And I promoted Russ Finley to chief investigator. He is actually part-time, not full-time. We currently are not in need of full-time chief investigator, so if that changes, I'll let y'all know, but right now he'll be part-time. And Russ has been with the board literally since its inception. So he has a lot of knowledge and experience, and probably had he been with us and able to take on the position back when I was hiring chief, he probably would have gotten it then anyway. He's very knowledgeable. I think he's an asset regardless. So I'm very happy. Thank you for reminding me to do that. And then the only other thing is just that our next board meeting will be February 8th. And that's all I have, unless anybody has any questions or.
Any questions or comments, Tracy? All right, we'll go on to the leveling cases. Tracy, you want to explain how we level those cases?
Yes, so we receive notification of newly sentenced individuals from the clerk courts. We also receive monthly reports from the GBI, from DOC, and from parts of parole regarding various offenders. Those go into our system. The investigators have access to those who need investigated. They then pull all the necessary documentation, which doesn't just include the sex offense, but includes anything related to risk, such as violent offenses in general. Once they finish, it then goes to the evaluator's workflow, and then they pull from those cases. And they summarize all the information, including community supervision and treatment and the criminal records. They make a recommendation for level. The board then, throughout the month, reads those reports, and during the meeting has the ability to discuss those reports, have any questions about those reports, and then would vote as to whether they agree with the recommendation or not. And then we would poll if they don't agree for further review of those cases. Once a case is accepted, an offender receives a letter, as other agencies do as well. If they're a tier predator, they have the ability to request reevaluation, submit additional documentation, and with the new law, they have 120 days to do that. Once that 120 days are up, we review the case again with all the additional information. The board again reviews it and votes on it. And the final step, if they choose, if they're not reduced, is they can do judicial review. And then we go to court to testify regarding that case, the judge will make the final decision.
Okay, thank you. All the board members have received the cases and been able to review. Anybody unable to review all the cases? All right, we'll look at the level 1 cases. Are there any recusals for level 1? Do any members have any questions or comments, concerns about the level 1 cases? Do I hear a motion we adopt the level 1 cases that have been presented to the board?
I motion we adopt the 12 level 1 cases.
I second.
All right, Tracy, can you?
So Mindy,
Aye.
Gerard,
Aye.
Sheriff Brown,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
James Chapin,
Aye.
Robbie,
Aye.
Katie,
Aye.
Jim,
Aye.
Frank,
Aye.
Lori,
Aye.
they pass.
All right, thank you very much. I will move to the level 2 cases. I have a recusal. Any other recusals? Okay, any comments or questions and concerns about the level 2 cases? Do I hear a motion that we adopt the level 2 cases?
I motion.
I motion for the 15 level 2 cases.
Who is the other?
Jim Morton.
That's for a second.
I second.
Okay, Mindy,
Aye.
Gerard,
Aye.
Sheriff Brown,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
James,
Aye.
Robbie,
Aye.
Katie,
Aye.
Jim,
Aye.
Frank,
Aye.
and Lori.
Aye.
They pass.
Okay, we'll move on to the 5 sexually dangerous predator cases. Are there any recusals? I have 1. Any members have any questions, concerns, or comments about the sexually dangerous predator cases? Do I hear a motion we adopt the 5 sexually dangerous predator cases?
I motion that we adopt the 5 predator cases as presented.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Ready for a roll call?
Okay, Mindy, any questions or concerns about any of the SDPs?
No questions or concerns. Vote is aye.
Gerard, any questions or concerns about any of the SDPs?
No questions or concerns. My vote is aye.
Sheriff Brown, any questions or concerns about any of the SDPs?
No questions, no concern, and my vote is aye.
Jerry, any questions or concerns about any of the SDPs?
No, and my vote is aye.
James, any questions or concerns about any of the SDPs?
No questions and concerns, and my vote is aye.
Robbie, any questions or concerns about any of the SDPs?
No questions or concerns. My vote is aye.
Katie, any questions or concerns about any of the SDPs?
No. Aye.
Jim, any questions or concerns about any of the SDPs?
No questions or concerns. My vote is aye.
Frank, any questions or concerns about any SDPs?
No, my vote is aye.
Lori, any questions or concerns about any SDPs?
No, my vote is aye.
They pass. I do want to comment that both for the level 2s and the predators where Frank had to recuse, they still pass through because we have a sufficient quorum for both.
Okay, we'll move to the 7 reeval cases. And any recusals? He's not here. Any members have questions, concerns about the 7 reeval cases? All right, do I hear a motion we accept these?
I motion that we accept these cases by vote.
I second.
That's Robbie. I looked myself. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, Mindy, any questions or concerns about any of the reeval cases?
No, and my vote is aye.
Gerard, any questions or concerns about any of the reeval cases?
No, and my vote is aye.
Sheriff Brown, any questions or concerns about any of the reeval cases?
My vote is aye.
Jerry, any questions or concerns about any of the reeval cases?
No, my vote is aye.
James, any questions or concerns about any of the reeval cases?
No, my vote is aye.
Robbie, any questions or concerns about any of the reeval cases?
No question, my vote is aye.
Katie, any questions or concerns about any of the reeval cases?
No, aye.
Jim, any questions or concerns about any of the reeval cases?
No, my vote is aye.
Frank, any questions or concerns about any of the reeval cases?
No, and my vote is aye.
Lori, any questions or concerns about any of the reeval cases?
No, my vote is aye.
They pass.
All right, I want to thank the investigators and the evaluators for their hard work again this past month. It's 39 cases that we were able to do, and then other cases that were moved as well. So very thankful to the board for taking time out. I know all of you have busy schedules. Thank you for your hard work every month and for attending today.
Thank you, everybody.
Do I hear a motion that we adjourn?
I motion.
Second.
Second. See everyone
February?
February 8th.
Thank you.
You,
Thank you.
everybody.